This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the day 14 session of Data Science using Python internship training program. So please once verify me. Is my voice is clearly audible to everyone without any disturbance? Okay. Okay. So can anyone say what are the things we have discussed on yesterday? What are the things we have done yesterday? Yes, we have seen some introduction to modules and packages. Then only mod. Yes, we have seen that two different types of functions like I don't say those types, but call by value and call by reference. So those are some other concept, call by value, call by reference. Then we have seen one more time called variable length arguments.
కిట్ మీ దగ్గరే ఉంది కదా, కిట్ వర్కింగ్ మీకే తెలుస్తుంది కదా.
Okay, we have seen one more different type of function called variable length argument, and we have ended with the discussing about the modules and packages. Okay, so today we can see like complete about the modules and packages. Starting with, we can see with the yesterday we have seen what are the different types of modules and packages available. What are the different types of modules and packages? Can anyone say? Not the examples for the modules, types. So I have shown you the classification of modules and packages. Yes, predefined and second or inbuilt, both are same. Okay, then yes, user defined or third party. Okay, third party packages or user defined packages. Next thing is the predefined or inbuilt packages. Okay, so I have added few different links in the GitHub repository in the resources.md5. You can get. So what are the pre-built what are the packages which are developed by the core developers? Okay, these are the packages in this particular link. All the details which has been available, you can explore. Okay, so what is in by the built-in functions, built-in constants, you can explore all those things. Okay, what are the built-in types available, built-in exceptions? So if you explore to the bottom is, I think it should be okay. If you explore in this particular page means you will be getting all the different types of packages and modules. Okay, OS module, IO module, input module. Okay, so these are the different types of modules available or packages. Okay, so depending upon the purpose, so text for the text processing, text processing service, we are having few different types. Binary data services we are having for the data types. Okay, so we are having few more data types like date, time, zone, info, calendar. Okay, collections. Okay, so here head, queue, bisect, array. Depending upon the situation, we will be using these different types of packages. Okay, so whenever we require. So next for the numbers, we are having math, cmath, decimal, fractions, random, statistics. Okay, so for mathematical statistics functions, we are having statistics module. For generating random data, today we will be seeing one more package or module called random. So for generating the random numbers. Okay, so for getting the rational numbers, fractions package is available. If you click on these links means you will be getting clear description what are the things available inside the packages or what are the things available. Yesterday we have seen one of the module called math. Inside that we haven't seen a few different types of mathematical functions. Similarly, you can either use import that package and you can use the dir, or otherwise if you click on this particular hyperlink page, you will be getting all the details. For the functional programming tools, iterator tools, function tools, and operators. Okay, so for files and directory access. Okay, for files and binary directory access, we are having these different types. Okay, if you're doing most like there is some a role called automation. Okay, automation using Python. Okay, they will be using for doing some automation things. Automation is nothing but if a particular file is deleted, if a like whenever user press one, automatically the file should be created. Okay, so for those cases they will be using these different types of like modules. So on the other day someone asked while discussing about the files, someone asked like how to delete a file. Okay, how to delete a file or how to delete a file. For that purpose we will be using one of the module or package called OS. Okay, from that we can delete. Okay, in the first week we have discussed about a few unique commands. Okay, I hope everyone remembered unique Unix commands while discussing about the Git and GitHub. Okay, so what is the command for creating a folder? What is the command used for creating a folder? Yes, mkdir. Okay, so I can use all those commands like mkdir or rmdir or rm touch. Okay, what are the things we have discussed on regarding while discussing about the Git? All those Unix commands can used inside the Python programming. Okay, we are having one package called os.path. Okay, so in this particular package the methods are implemented. So using all those commands in Python, we can directly create a folder using mkdir or create a file using touch. Okay, so we can get remove a file using the rm. You can delete a file, delete a folder using rmdir. Okay, so what are the comments or what are the other comments available in the Unix? We can use all those things. Common file path manipulations. Okay, what I'm doing manipulations. What is the manipulation? Either creating a file, removing a file, creating folder or removing a folder, getting the folder names, getting the file names, all those things. Okay, so next for data persistence we are having few different types. So someone on the other day someone asked like what is meant by pickle. Okay, so you can explore this particular thing, Python object serialization. Okay, for the file formats. So for access for creating the okay, persistence is video is visible but audio I'm not able to. Sheikh Samir, maybe permission like app permissions has been disabled for the audio. Once secure app permissions. Let me type the message. Okay. Okay, next we have seen for working on the different file formats for the CSV file. We are using there is one module called a particular module called CSV, but we will be using the pandas package for working on the CSV files because this like somewhat difficult for reading for working on that using the particular CSV module. But while coming to the pandas, it makes us very like clear. Okay. So like general operating system services like OSC-path is different from OS. Okay, so for getting the time and all those things we will be using these different things. Okay, if you click on any of the link means you can get all those things. Okay, so we will be using other few things in the upcoming days. Depending upon the concept we are dealing with, we will be using those different types of packages. These all packages or modules are developed by the Python software foundations or core developers. Okay, these are called as the built-in libraries. Okay, or built-in packages. Or these all packages will be automatically installed whenever you have installed the whenever you install Python interpreter. It can be any of the Python interpreter. It can be VS Code or it can be through PyCharm or through Atom or any of their things. If you install a Python interpreter, means automatically these built-in packages will be installed. Like these all are packages and modules only. Okay, context type, data classes, warnings, ABC, a text. Okay, traceback. All these are packages itself. Okay, so if you are using Python 2 version, if you want to use the predefined functions or anything inside the Python 3, then we will be using the __future__. Okay, so this is one of the module which is created for the Python 2 version. If you are interested to use the Python 3 version predefined functions, then you have to go back, you have to import this module and those things will be available. Okay, today we can discuss about the one of the like a few things which we will be using. One thing is the random for generating random data. So because we will be working on huge amount of data, so we will be using one of the module called random. So after that we can see the OS module. So what are the things available? So time. Okay, we can also see the time. I think it is open. Okay, time, we can see the calendar also. So how those are constructed, what is the purpose they are constructed? So somewhere calendar. Yeah. Okay, so like if you want to know the clear description about any of the functions, okay, like previously we have seen lots of predefined functions or methods, so you can directly use the Python documentation. So the home website for the Python documentation is the docs.python.org. Okay, you can get clear documentation regarding the Python programming. Okay, so or you can visit other few different types of websites. Okay, so random is the particular model which is used for generating the random function. Okay, random numbers. Let us see few different functions. There are lots of methods or functions created inside the random. So today we can see few methods which are used for generating. Okay, so for generating a random number between the 0 to 1. Okay, if you want to generate a group of numbers, for generating OTP, yes, you can use. Okay, so for generating OTP, we can use the random module. Okay, but like real time, they are not. They are using other things, but using the Python for generating OTP, we can use the random module. Okay, let me show you how to generate these things. Okay, so if I want to get a group of numbers, if I want to get a number between the random number between the 0 to 1, so I have to use the random.random. Okay, so if I want to use any of the package or module, okay, if I want to use any of the package or module, what is the thing I need to do? Can anyone help me? If I want to use any of the package or module, what is the thing I need to do at first? Yes. Okay, so what is the thing I need to do? I need to use the import. Import is the keyword for importing any of the package or module. So as I said previously, random is in predefined packages, so automatically this particular package will be installed available. Okay, so if I want to use any of the method inside the module, if I want to use any function or attribute or method inside the function or class inside the function, how I can use? If there is a function created inside the random module, if I want to use that particular module, what I have to do? Or how I can call that particular function? Yes. Okay, so module name dot. Okay, module name dot function, whatever the function it is created. So if you observe here, we are having one different function called random.random. Okay, so whenever I have executed, okay, whenever I executed that particular method, automatically I will be getting a random number. Okay, it is between the 0 to 1. For example, if I want to create a percentages of 100 students, okay, if I want to create a percentages of 1 to 100 students, simply I can use the random module. Okay, in the math module we have seen different types of functions like ceil, floor. Okay, anyone remember the ceil and floor? Ceil, floor, as well as we are having one of the module called one of the predefined function called round. Okay, if I want to generate a number between the, so import pandas means I am importing a particular package called pandas. Okay, there is a package called pandas. I'm importing that. Previously I have used it. That is you are asking, I think. Okay, pandas is a package. Okay, so here we are having predefined function called round, so I can round off the values. If I want to similar, if I want to generate a group of, yes, it will round off to the nearest values. Okay, I want to round off the particular random number to the 2 digits, so simply I can generate the percentage values. Okay, it will be automatically round off to the any of the percentage values. How many times I executed, automatically I will be getting a random number. If I executed this 10 times, I will be getting a particular number as the 10 times. Yes, ceil is nothing but it will round off to the bottom value. Floor is nothing but it will round off to the upper value. Okay, in math we are having few different types of functions called ceil and floor. So mostly for mathematical calculations, we will be using ceil and floor. Okay, I hope everyone know the English meaning of ceil and floor. Floor is nothing but the bottom, ceil is nothing but upper. Okay, if there is a value called 5.5, Okay, if there is a value called 5.5, if I am using the seal means it will, so automatically it will be round up to the bottom value, which is nothing but the 5. If I am using the sorry, seal is nothing but the value, I'll be getting the 6. If I am using the floor means automatically it will be round off to the upper value. So those two functions are available inside the math module. Okay, so while doing mathematical calculations, in any point of time, if you want to get the seal value or floor value, okay, you can use the methods which are available inside the math module. Okay, let me show you. So import math. So if I want to get the method seal of 5.5, method floor of okay. So seal it will be round off to the upper value. Floor is nothing but it will round off to the bottom value. Okay. So that's the mathematical calculation. Okay. Simply, if you want to generate a random number between 0 to 1, I can use a particular method called random. Yes. So here I'm generating between the. So it has been constructed in such a way that. So there are lots of methods available. I will discuss those methods. So here we are having one method called random, which is used for returning a floating point number in a range of 0 to 1. It is constructed in such a way that it will return a random value between the 0 to 1. Okay, so that it will definitely return whenever I execute that particular thing is it will automatically execute a random number. Okay, for example, if you want to fix, if you want to get how many times I executed, if you want to get only a fixed number, fixed random number. Okay, if you want to get a fixed random number, how many times I executed, because in program itself, if you are building some applications, if the values are automatically changing, means our application will output also will be randomly changes. Okay, in that cases, if I want to fix the randomness of a particular random number, so then that we are having one method called seed. Okay, so if I want to if I want to stop the randomness of a particular number, then I can use a method called seed. Okay, it will automatically fix whatever the number you have passed in that particular version, that particular number will be fixed. Okay, let me show you. So like if I want to generate a number, if you observe here, if I'm executing this particular thing for 10 times, I will be getting a random number 10 times. If I want to fix the randomness of a particular number, in that case I can use the seed. I can use 55, 25, 35, 105 or anything in that particular case. So if I execute random.random, I am getting one value. If you are executing random.random, you are getting one value. Okay. So if the 100 students are executing a particular random.random for 100 times, 100 different values will be generated. Okay. Most cases, 100 different values will be generated. If I'm fixed the seed value, okay, random.50 seed of 55, everyone will get the same value. Okay, everyone will get the same value. If you observe, I think if you are executing on a laptop or desktop, means you should get the same value. Okay, how many times I executed this particular thing, I will be getting the same value. The random value will not be changes. Okay, so if I want to fix the random value, then in that cases I need to fix based on the seed. Okay, seed. So there is a method called seed which is used for fixing the position of a particular value. So you should remember, because while generating those values, so the same thing we will be the methods which are discussing for the random, same thing we will be discussing while discussing about the NumPy also. So Lakshmi Lahari, it is created in such a way. Okay, the inside it is created in such a way that to return the random value, floating number. It is constructed such a way to generate a floating value. So that is it. It's returning the floating value. Okay, random.random returns a floating point number between 0 to 1. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. So if I want to get the random, if I want to get the integer value, so we are having random. So seed is nothing but, so we are a random state. Here we are fixing the random state of that particular number. So there is some there is some history behind the generation of the random numbers. You can you can read in the Wikipedia article or anything. Okay, there is some history behind how the random numbers are generated. Okay, random numbers will be generated based on the there are many criteria. Okay, there are many criteria the random number is generated. So here there are different states available for the random number from 1 to infinite. Okay, there are different types of states. Okay, so I'm fixing a particular state on the 55 state. Okay, whatever the number it is available, it will be automatically fixed that particular number. Okay, 0.09033 is the number in the 55 state, 55th state. In 100th state, it is the number will be different. Okay, infinite states, there is no particular number, Niranjan. So there are infinite states. You can give any of the number. Okay, in some for some time you can use 100 states, sometime you can use the 10,000 state, sometime you can use the 50,000 state. Okay, on some XYZ number of the state, I am having a number called 0.92414. Okay, so here we are having one more method called random.random. So if you there are many methods available, so we will not be discussing all those methods. Okay, so you should be familiar with the exploring those methods. Simply what we can do, if you don't know the description, means simply you can use the standard doc. Automatically the how to use and what is the output you are getting, automatically will be getting all those things. Okay, so doc is nothing but you will be getting the doc mentioning return random integer. Okay, so previously we have got the floating number. So return a random integer in range of a comma b, including both the ends, Okay, so random.random is the method available for generating an integer between the a and b values. Okay, for example, if you want to generate a random student marks, if you want to generate an student marks randomly. Okay, I hope you know the minimum marks of the student will be the 0 and the maximum marks of the student can be the 100. Okay, so if I executed first time is I have got the 99. Simply if I executed the second time is it is 18. Simply if I executed a 5, if I executed a third time is 5. It is also similar. It is also generating random integers between a and b. Okay, if you observe here, including both ends. Okay, which is nothing but I can get 0 at a point of time. I can also get the 100. Okay, that is the meaning of including. Okay, so previously we have seen how to generate the floating point number between 0 to 1. For example, if I am calculating the probability, okay, I hope everyone know the probability lines. Okay, for example, if I toss a coin for 100 times, okay, how many times I will be getting the head, how many times I will be getting the tail, or nothing but if I make a dice for 6 times, okay, what is the maximum probability of getting 6? Okay, for that cases you can use, for that cases if you want, if you are doing some probability calculations, you can use the random.random int, which is nothing but if you want to get 0 to 6. Okay, yes, 2 by 36 is the probability. Okay, if it is the fair die. Okay, so if I want to generate a random number between them, so programmatically if you want to calculate me, simply how many times I execute the here I'm using a die. Okay? I am rotating a dice. Automatically how many times I executed, I will be getting a random number. Okay, if I executed for 6 times, if you observe that, I have got the few different things. Okay, so I can generate the random numbers, 100 random numbers or infinite random numbers using the loops. Okay, so here if I executed this particular number for one time, I have got the one output. If I put the same thing inside the loop, if I want to know what is the probability of getting one, if I roll the die for 6 times, I can put inside the particular loop. So the main purpose of the random module is to get the random number. Randomly it will be getting the random number. So if I want to get the numbers randomly, okay, that is the property of randomness. Okay, so like most of the programming languages also is available for generating the random numbers. Okay, so like a few cases I want to generate the data on my own. Okay, for example, if I want to generate the student marks. Okay, so manually if I am inserting a numbers inside the list, means it will be taking some hard for me. Okay, so I can generate 100 student marks if I want to work on a particular data, but I'm not having any of the student marks. For that purpose, what I can do is that I can randomly generate the group of numbers. We can't generate the alphabets, like we can't generate the alphabets, but we can generate using the ASCII values. I hope everyone know the ASCII value of capital A and capital B. So based on that, we can convert and we can get the alphabets also. So for example, ORD of capital Z. If I update here 65 to 90. Okay, if I want to get the random alphabet numbers, what is the thing I need to do for starting from 65? If I want to get the random capital alphabets. Okay, so for that purpose, what I need to do is I have to pass this particular thing to the CH. Sorry, if I want to get the 10, so it is fixed here. 65 to 90. I'll be getting random alphabets. Okay, I have generated a number and I have converted that particular number to the alphabet. Okay, that is it. There is no chance of creating a particular random number. Sorry, random alphabets. Okay, so we can convert that. I hope everyone remembered. ORD CHR. ORD gives the ASCII value of an character. CHR converts the ASCII value to the character. The character to ASCII value to the character. Here, what I am doing here, randomly generating between the 65 to 90. So if I got a particular number, means I have passed it to the CHR function. Automatically, it returns the equivalent of the. I have got the equivalent of alphabets. So there is like I will discuss you. So if I want to get a like there are group of. So here, if I want to get the alphabets of A to Z or capital A to Z or small a to Z. For example, if I'm having the some categories. Okay, if I'm having some categories like head and tail. For example, if I'm having a group of categories, if I want to get a particular category as a particular category randomly, for that purpose, what we can do is that we are having one more method called random.choice. Random.choice, automatically I will be getting a random choice. How many times I executed, I will be getting a random choice. For example, let me copy paste. Okay, let me use it in the for loop. So let us see how many times head is getting. Head we are getting for I in range of 6. Sorry, for I. Okay, so how many times? So it is a pair. I have got the 3 times as the tail, 3 times as the head. Okay, 50% probability. I hope everyone remembered. And probability of the fair coin. Okay, so 50% probability, 1/2. Okay, so if I want to get a particular category like randomly, so I can use the choice. Choice is the method. If I pass as a list or group of elements, automatically I will be getting a from the group of choices. I will be getting a random choice. Okay, so for example, I hope you remember. Okay, you can create a games using this thing also. Okay, you can generate few different types of games like dice. Okay, for rolling a die. Okay, for getting a particular percentage, getting a choice and shuffle. So shuffle will shuffle the data inside the group of elements. Choice will return a particular element among the group of elements. Okay, shuffle is nothing but it will shuffle a particular data inside a group of data. Okay, it will shuffle the sequence in sequence X in place. Okay, let us see. For example, if I am having a group of numbers, okay, I hope everyone know that particular card games. Okay, I hope everyone know the card games like card games. Okay, for shuffling the cards, what I can do, I can use the shuffle method. It will randomly shuffle. How many times I execute this particular thing, automatically the shuffle has will be changes. Here everything, so everything is randomly. How many times you executed, automatically the data will be shuffled. Okay, it will shuffle the elements inside the group of elements. While coming to the choice, it will randomly select a choice based on the randomness. Okay, also you can fix every random value. Okay, if you can fix everything of the random value, simply before executing the random method, simply you have to fix the seed. If you fix the seed of a particular random value, means automatically you will be getting that same randomness. How many times I execute this particular thing, I will be getting the same value. I think I can't fix it. I think for the shuffle, I can't fix the seed. Okay, so you can you can shuffle the things. I hope everyone understood till now. Is it clear to everyone? Shuffle, choice. Then we have seen about the random.random, random.randint. Okay, so you can explore the remaining methods. There are lots of methods available. So for getting uniform distribution data. Okay, if you are from CSC background, or if you are from I hope not only for CSC or triple or ECE, I hope in the I hope in intermediate we have seen the distributions. Okay, in 2R 1B, sorry, some mathematical class we have seen the what is the thing we have seen. So distribution, uniform distribution. Okay, by beta variant distribution, triangular distribution, okay, gamma variant distribution, or Gaussian distribution. Okay, if I want to generate the distribution value, so you can use these methods. Okay, these all are belongs to the distribution methods. Okay, uniform distribution data, triangular distribution data, by beta variant distributed data. Okay, expo variant distributed data, gamma variant distributed. Okay, so we can't explore all those things. Okay, so those are belongs to the mathematical class. Simply what we can do is we can explore the mathematical concept, and if you want to generate a data distributed data, so because statistics is one of the key role for the data science. Okay, so but it is for this particular training program, it is out of our scope because it is not it is not possible for discussing the mathematical concepts. So we will discussing few mathematical concepts depending upon the situation. But it is best practice to learn the mathematical concepts like statistics or linear algebra or calculus on our own. Okay, if you remember the Gaussian distribution value, it takes two inputs. So first one is the mean value. Second thing is the standard deviation. So mu is nothing but the mean value. So mean is nothing but the mu. Mu is nothing but the mean value. I hope everyone remember the Gaussian distribution bell curve. Okay, bell curve. So mu is nothing but the mean. Sigma is nothing but the standard deviation. Okay, if you remember the Gaussian distributed data. Okay, or otherwise you can simply search for the Gaussian distribution for the bell curve. You will get the distribution. How the distribution data will be available. For example, if you want to generate a random Gaussian distributed data, simply what I can do is I can pass with the mean value of 0 with the standard deviation of 1. If you want to generate a random distributed value. Okay, so while discussing the data visualization, we can see by visualizing the data what is happening. Okay, we can see how this particular data by data visualization. While discussing about the data visualization, if I forgot, miss, please remember me. Okay, for showing how the data distributions are available. If I want to get the uniform distribution, similarly, I hope everyone remember uniform distribution is the distribution which gets the probability equally. Uniform of here I have to get simply I have to pass the two values. Sorry, uniform. Okay, for the uniform also I need to pass A and B values. It returns a random floating number. It will also return a random floating number. Okay, and such that a less than or equal to n less than or equal to b. Okay, here that of the number is generated. It will be between the A and B. Okay, minimum number to the maximum number. Okay, so it is one of the uniform distributed data. How many times I executed, I will be getting the uniform distributed value between the. Here, Again, you should remember A should be greater than B. Sorry, B is greater than A. Okay, B should be greater than A. If you are giving in reverse order, means you will be getting an error. Okay, so it is a uniform distributed data. So for example, if I'm printing, if I use the for loop, okay, so here these values are if I run some data visualization, means all these values will be having the equal probability. Okay, so like these are the methods. So now I'm discussing few these things you can explore. So like the beta variant, what are the beta variant takes? It takes also two values, alpha and beta. If you're familiar with the statistics, means you should remember the what is meant by alpha and beta. Okay, gamma variant. So these all belongs to the distribution values. If you want to generate a random distributed values, okay, choices. Okay, so choices. If you want to get the two, I think return k size list of elements chosen from the population with replacement of in the population. Okay, for example, if you want to get the previously I have got only the single input, single output. Okay, choice. I have got only single output. If I want to get the multiple things, means I think I have to use the choices, random dot choices. Okay, here I have to pass the population or nothing but the group of data, and I have to specify how many values I need to get the output. Okay, so random it we have seen random range. Okay, so I think this thing has been introduced recently, I think so. If you're using older version, means it is not available. Random range. If you want to get a particular random numbers, okay, I think 5. If I pass it the 5 means random range. What is the thing it is doing? Okay, so here if you observe here, new in 3.9 version. This 3.9 version, so change in 3.2 version. So you can also explore the depreciation of those particular function. Okay, so between return a random number selected element from range of select stop step. This is equivalent to the choice of range stop start. Okay. Okay, if you want to get a particular number from the 1 to 100, okay, it is also I will be getting a random number. Okay. So here if you observe here, so here what is the thing I have done? So here shuffle choice. I have group of elements. From the group of elements I have taken a choice. Similarly, what is the thing here? Range. I hope everyone remember the range function. Okay, so minimum range, minimum starting step. Okay, so those similar to the here in the range function I will be getting the values accordingly, but while coming to the here I will be getting this particular thing randomly. Okay, so if you observe here, they are also given the clear description. It is also similar to the range of start, stop, and stop. This is equivalent to choice of range of start, stop. Doesn't actually be the range of. Okay, so these are the methods. Mostly we will be using these things. Okay, you can explore if you are interested to know remaining methods. So now you can see one more package or module called calendar for generating the dates and times. Okay, so these things are also implemented inside the package called pandas also. So if we learned now, means we can skip those things while discussing those packages. For now, for that purpose only I'm creating. Okay, so there are other ways of importing particular thing. Now let me discuss about those things. So calendar. Okay, if you observe here, calendar is somewhat bigger name. So math is having only 4-digit characters, random is having 6-digit characters, while coming to the calendar it is having some 8-digit characters. Every time if I want to calling the method or class inside the calendar, means I will be getting some okay, it is difficult to call every time. So for example, let us take a particular method let us generate the. So if you observe here is leap year. Okay, if I pass a particular year, means I will be getting a particular year is a leap year or not. No need to write any of the particular logic on our own. Let us use this particular method, calendar.month. Okay, inside the 2021 I need to get the calendar of this month 06. Okay, if I want to get the calendar of a particular month, means automatically calendar dot month of, I need to pass the year and the month. Okay, clearly we have got the particular calendar. Okay, calendar of this particular month. Okay, one is on Tuesday. I can generate the calendar of any day, any month, any day. Okay, if I want to generate a particular month on 2035. Okay, so June of 2035, first will be on Friday. Okay, so beautifully we have got the output. Okay, so every time, whenever I need to call this particular method inside the calendar, every time I need to call that particular calendar. Okay, so it is very hard to write every time, so that is a, there are other things. So import, so calendar, so import calendar as C. Okay, what I can do is I can use a surname or nothing but or pet name. Okay, so what are the properties or what are the methods available inside the calendars? All those things will be transferred to the call variable. But it is not a particular keyword or anything. You can give any of the names. You can give A, you can give C, you can give M, you can give 10, you can give 50. You can you can give any of the words. Okay, so instead of writing eight character word calendar, I can simply use the cal. But you should remember one of the best practice. So give the names as the reasonable. Okay, because if yes, aliasing, as is nothing but the aliasing. I am aliasing the properties of the calendar to the variable called cal. Okay, aliasing. Okay, so here you should remember while giving the aliasing names, it should be some meaningful. Because if others are using your program, if others are reading, if other developers or if your colleagues or if your friends who are reading your particular program is, so they should remember that whenever they have seen that particular variable, they should remember that belongs to the calendar. If you are giving only C means, it will not give the particular meaning. Simply, it is best to give the names which are meaning, which give some meaning. For example, so here I am previously what I have done, I have called this particular method from the I have called using the calendar. Instead of calendar, here I have aliased the name called cal. Okay, so what are the things like, what are the properties available, what are the methods available? I can replicate on the particular variable called cal. Okay, so we can also get different things. So if I want to get the return 3-column calendar of an entire year of a multi-line string. Okay, so we can get all those things. If I want to get a particular day name. Okay, so if I want to print what is the day name of today, I need to call, sorry. Okay, simply if without going into the documentation, you can simply get the dir of cal. Automatically, I will be getting all the methods. What are the things available inside that particular module, okay, or package. Okay, so there are different types of modules available. So if you observe here we are getting clear description. Okay, here we are having the description or document. This is the doc string. Okay, this is the doc string. This is the doc string. Okay, so the same doc string I can get here also. For example, if I want to get a particular methods weekday, if I want to get the doc, what is the purpose of weekday inside the cal, weekday dot underscore doc. If it is available means I will be getting the calendar. Okay, returns weekday between the 0 to 6, Monday to Saturday for year, month 1 to 12, day 1 to 31. Okay. So weekday returns a particular thing. If you want to know how I have to use that particular method, if how I need to use that particular method, simply what we can do is the that is the difference between a doc. Doc use the clear description. What are the description available here? So here, if you want to know how to use this particular function, so you can use the weekday. If you pass a particular year, month, and day, automatically I will be getting on what is the day of that particular date. Okay, so for 2021, so for the month of 6, I think today's date is 8. What is the day of today? Sorry. So cal of week date. Okay, so here I have got the one is nothing but the Tuesday. Okay, so 0 is Monday. I think today date. Okay, so here one is nothing but the Tuesday, 0 is nothing but the Monday. Okay, and 6 is nothing but the, let me write it as the 6 is nothing but the Sunday. Okay, weekday. You can get the weekdays. Okay, so if you want to get the weekday, so if you want to get the week, similarly, if you want to know the description how to use that particular method, help of call that week. Okay, so you can get these things. Okay, format week, the week, with month of the calendar and all those things. If I want to get the like a 6 months calendar, I can use the for loop. I can iterate about the for loop, and I can get the, if you want to get the 2021 calendar. Okay, I think for the year also we can get generate the calendar. If you want to get the 2021 calendar, year dates calendar. Okay, so year dates calendar. If I use the year dates calendar, means I can generate all the calendar. Wait a second. So calendar. Okay, so okay, if you want to get the calendar of a particular year, means I can use the calendar. So the main method is, the main class is nothing but the calendar. So nothing but the module name dot class name. So inside the class, these all are the functions created. Okay, inside the class, these all are the functions created. If I want to get the anything, means you can use that particular. Okay, you can explore the remaining methods based on your requirement. So mostly, like depending upon the requirement, we have to go to the documentation, because no one can remember all those methods. Okay, so all those packages you should remember what you can do, what you can use in the Python, so that you can explore those particular packages. Okay, so if you want to get that date time, all those things, you can explore the remaining things. For now, skip. Okay, so here calendar is a package. Calendar is a package. Inside calendar, we are having one more module called date time. Okay, so so calendar is a package here. So yesterday I have said packages are nothing but a group of modules. Okay, if I want to use a particular module, okay, if I want to use a particular module, means some package, import module. Okay, so for example, or otherwise I can use in this way, from package import module, and also I can aliasing it. Okay, from package import module aliasing, I can use this thing, or otherwise from package, or nothing but I can use the import package dot module as alias. Okay, so previously I have shown you one different type of importing a particular package. So one is the simple importing a particular package. So for I am giving an aliasing name. Here, if you are having any of the package, so inside that package, if you want to use any of the module, so you have to import in this way. Package from package import module as aliasing, or otherwise directly you can use the from package import module, and you can call every time you can call that particular module name, and you can call that particular methods. Or otherwise from this from that also I can call calendar dot module dot what are the functions available. So okay, inside the date time, let me see what are the methods available. We have date time dot date. Okay, so I can generate the date here. How to know which is package or which is module? So by going into the documentation only, we can know whether that particular it is a package or it is a module. Okay, basically by calling that particular thing, we can't decide is it that particular package or not. Okay, so while going into the documentation only, we can say that particular thing is a package or module. Okay, so see also module, calendar, module time, module date time. Okay, so we calendar plus time plus date until, so combinedly mostly date time. Okay, we can't draw by seeing that particular thing, but by visiting about the documentation only, we can see that particular thing is a documentation package or module. Okay, so now let us see another package called OS. Okay, so for creating the if you want to create a particular permissions and all those things, if you are familiar with the Linux environment, means you should remember there are lots of like comments available for the Linux environment. Now let us see only what are the comments we have discussed previously. So mkdir. Okay, mkdir is the method which is available inside that. So create a directly named path with the numeric mode. Okay, so here there is some permissions available 00777, which is nothing but the give the permissions to that particular give all the permissions to that particular folder. Okay, so if you're interested to know about the different types of permissions, means you can explore on the web. Okay, so there is nothing but the there is some concept of file permissions. Okay, read, write, execute. Okay, read, write and execute. Okay, so 00777 is nothing but it is 777 is in the format of octal. So 777 will gives the permissions of read, write and execute. Okay, if you want to give if you want to give a particular folder as the only read permissions. Okay, so the user can only read the data inside the particular folder, but can't create the files inside that. And that in that case, you have to modify this 777. Okay, so I'm not that much familiar about the Linux environment, but you can, once you visited Webmis, you can get a clear idea. Okay, so like I won't remember all those things. Simply I will using the Google. Okay, similarly, if you want to use any of the things inside the package OS. Okay, so OS, so what is the thing available if you want to create a particular folder? Okay, so here this Linux, this Jupyter Notebook also familiar, this Jupyter Notebook also one of the Unix environment. So if you observe here, one server has been created. What are the commands available? I can directly execute here. Okay, what are the commands, Unix commands or Linux commands available? I can directly execute in the Jupyter Notebook itself. But if you are using any of the other environments like if you are using the PyCharm or VS Code or Atom or any other IDLEs, then definitely you have to use the Linux commands using the OS module itself. For example, previously I have shown you the what is the purpose of ls. What is the purpose of ls? What is the purpose of ls command? Yes, list the files. What are the files available inside that particular directory? List out all those files. Good. Okay, so here if you observe here in my directory, these are the different files. Okay, like day 3.2, what are the files I have created? All those things. While working on the files, I have created these things. Okay, if you want to know I am on which directory, I can use the pwd. Okay, so what are the commands available? I can execute directly all the methods available. But if you are using other than Jupyter Notebook, if you are using any of the other environments, definitely you have to use the through OS module only. You can access all those commands. Okay, so here directly I can create a particular thing. So it is taking time. Wait a second. Okay, pwd gives me the present working directory where I am on the desktop. Data science using a data science internship May 2020. Okay, similarly, if I want to create a particular folder, means I can create a particular folder. mkdir new folder. Automatically one folder will be created. If I use the ls, means automatically one new folder has been created. Okay, one new directory has been created. When it is created, 521, 529. Okay, so programmatically on using the using programming, if you want to create a folder, means simply what you have to do is the os.mkdir. mkdir, I have to pass one directory name, whatever the directory I need to create. So let me create the folder from Python. Sorry, first of all, I need to import OS. I think I didn't execute the step import OS. Okay, so first you have to import the module, then you can use the what are the packages available. Okay, now if you want to get what are the things available, you can use inside the OS module. Okay, mkdir for getting the directory. So if you want to get the okay, so different directories, you can use the all those things. Okay. So mk node major. Okay. Okay, so if you want to create a particular file means you can use the rm. Okay, if you want to remove a directory means you can use the rmdir. So as we discussed on the previously, if you want to remove a particular file means I think rmdir only are available for removing a particular file. For this remove delete the particular directory path. If the directory path does not exist, is not empty, we will be getting a file not found error or OS error. Okay, so as we discussed previously, what is the thing available? So if I start doing something like if I want to delete a particular directory, okay, the particular directory should be working on the and the particular directory should be empty. If it is not, if the folder is not available means I will be getting an error called file not found error. If that particular folder is having some different types of files means I will be getting an error called OS error. Okay, so you can use those things or different types of methods you can explore and you can get the purpose of those methods. Okay, depending upon the situation you can explore whether that particular methods are available inside the particular modules or not. Simply you can google it. Okay, os.renames will automatically rename that particular directory name. Okay, os.renames. Okay, rename only one particular directory. So renames will like it will recursively change the directory names. Okay, so for removing a particular file we are having rm. Removing a particular file, let me create rm. So previously I'm having a file called filenone.txt. If you want to remove or delete a particular file, simply I can use the os.remove. Automatically that particular file will be created. Okay. Okay, remaining methods you can discuss depending upon the situation. You can like get those things. Okay, so a few things are nothing but the so list dir. Okay, ls gives us the what are the things available. So here, so os.listdir gives us the all the files directories in the list format. Okay, all the files which are what are the files available inside my directory will gives me the will get taken it and it will be inserted into a list. Okay, these are the different files available. All the files will be concatenated into a particular list, and we will be getting the output. List dir. Okay, list dir is nothing but the ls is normal actual command. So list dir gives us the all the files which are available inside my directory. Okay, so in the directory wherever the notebook is located, these all are the files available. File1.txt. If you observe here previously, file1.txt is available. Now that particular file has been deleted. Okay, for example, if you are working on different types of images, okay, if I am working on hundreds of images, if you want to load that images means, so simply by getting those path I can load that particular image. Okay, so listed directory will gives me the all the directories available inside that particular thing. So if you want to change the mode of the previously we have seen, so we are creating a particular folder or file with the 777 which is nothing but the read, write and execute permissions. If you want to change the mode means simply you have to use the ch mode. Okay, so ch mode will changes the particular mode of that particular permissions of that particular folder. Okay, so get CWD gives us the current working directory. So PWD is nothing but the present working directory. Similar to that, we are having one more command called CWD, which is nothing but the current working directory. Okay, so using the using Python, you can execute all the methods which are available as the Linux. So change here, chdr, cd. We have seen the cd. If I want to change the directory, I want to change to the particular folder. For example, previously we have created a particular folder called I think we have created a particular folder called new folder. If you want to change this particular present working directory to the new folder, means simply I can use the chdr, which is nothing but the change directory. The default method command is the cd. The default command is the cd. If I change it, means simple what I can do is that if I executed this particular cwd, means automatically I have changed it to the folder called new folder. Okay. Okay, so depending upon the situation, we will be using those things. Is it clear to everyone till now? So if you are having any doubt till now, means please let me know. If you are having other than the concepts which I have discussed, means you can ask in the last half an hour. Subhash, I will discuss. Okay, now we can see what are the different ways of importing a particular method or package or other things. So previously I have shown you how to import a module from the package. Okay, so from a module from the package, if I use the import math. Okay, if I use the import module or package, whatever the all the functions, classes or attributes will be imported. Okay, if I use the import a module, or if I use the import module or package, it can be package or module. Okay, it can be package or module. All the things will be automatically imported, which is nothing but I'm opening the door. Okay, I'm opening the door. So import module, which is nothing but I'm opening the door of a refrigerator. What are the things I'm interested? I can take all the things inside that refrigerator. Similar to that, if I use import a particular module or package, what will be happening is the everything. What are the data available inside that particular package or module? I can access all those things. Okay, I can access all those things. Okay, for example, if it is a package, okay, from we are having one more type from package import. If I import a package, if I import a package means I can use if I import a package means I can use all the modules which are available inside that package. Simply if I'm importing a module from the package means okay, I will delete it. Wait a second. Okay, from package import module. If I'm using from package import module means I will be getting all the functions, classes, attributes which are available in that module. Okay, I will not get all the modules inside that particular package. If in that package, if I'm having few different types of modules. Okay, but I will not getting all that. But I will not getting all the things. Okay, but I will not be getting all the things. Only what are the methods or functions available inside the module. Only those things I will be getting. Okay, from package import module. I'm having one more time, which is nothing but the from package dot module import method. Okay, only method or class. What if you are importing a method or class or attribute will be imported. Okay, only method or class or attribute will be imported. Okay, okay. For example, if I'm using from module import method, it is also importing a method. It will be importing a method from package and module. Okay, so if you observe here, what are the different ways? First thing is directly importing a package or module, which is nothing but I'm directly calling or opening that vector box. I can get what are the data available or what are the methods or classes created inside the package or module. I can get access all those elements. So like inside the packages or modules, mostly we will be calling them as the method or function. Both are same. Okay, so previously I have told you function or method both are same. Okay, so but if a particular function is created inside the class, it is called as the method. If the function is directly written outside the class, it is called as the function. Mostly inside the modules or packages, classes are created. Okay, mostly because I didn't discuss about the method, so that is why I'm calling it them as the functions. Okay, but mostly those are called as the methods because every function has been created inside some of the class. Okay, some of the class. There will be also combination of few functions as well as the few different types of methods. Okay, there are also methods as well as the functions in most of the packages and modules. Okay, here if you observe here, if I import a particular package or module, means everything, what are the things available inside that, I can get all those things. From different packages exist will module with same name from different packages exist. Will modules with same name for different packages exist? Nagaman, yes, those exist, sir. Difference between method and function. So we will, while discussing about the object-oriented programming, you will get a clear idea about the method versus the function. Both are same. Both are declared using the def function. Def function name colon. What are the syntax available for the function? It is same. Method and function exactly same. But if it is created inside the class, it is called as the method. If it is created outside the class, it is the if it is created inside the class, it is method. If I created outside the class, it is method. So packages or classes. Packages, classes are nothing but, so as I said previously, what is a module or package? So module is nothing but a single Python file. Okay, in that Python file, so while creating the user defined packages and modules, you will get clear idea how packages or modules are created. Okay, Kaswa, I will, after completing this, I will show you how to create the user defined packages and modules. Then everyone will get clear idea what is meant by the modular packages. Okay, so these are the different ways of getting some data. So package or module, getting other things. So here what I am doing here, from package, I'm importing a single module. There are group of Python files inside a folder. I'm calling only a single specific folder. Okay, I'm calling a single specific folder, which is a Python file, which is nothing but the module. Okay, from package import module. Okay, this is also similar. From package name dot module. So I know that I will be using only few different types of methods. For now, let me take an example for ease of understanding. These are the different ways of calling the methods. So there is also one more way, but it is not a good way to use for that. Okay, so we are having one module called math. Okay, there is one module called math which I have discussed yesterday. So if I import math, means what are the things available? I'll be getting everything. All the modules has been automatically imported to this particular Jupyter notebook. Okay, this is the one way. So there is another way, aliasing. Yesterday, like previously, I have shown you aliasing. So aliasing as the instead of writing every time math, simply I can alias with some particular. Simply I can give that to the particular name called m. Okay, what are the things available? Everything will be automatically properties or things available automatically. Everything will be imported. Okay, so simply I know that for my for this particular program, I will be using only a mathematical function called I will be using only the seal and floor. Okay, for example, if I want to use only the seal and floor for this particular program, for a particular program, I'm using only the seal and floor. Instead of importing all the things, what we can do is the from math import seal and floor. Okay, from the math method, directly import the seal and floor methods only. Okay, if I imported this particular method, means I can directly use them. Okay, previously what I have to do, I have to use the modulm dot method name, modulm dot function or modulm dot method. Okay, so for now, what I can do is directly I can use the seal of 55.66 or floor of 66.66. Okay, instead of calling them through the module, because I have directly imported the seal and floor function directly. Instead of directly calling them through the module, what we can do is that from math import functions. Automatically, what will be happening is that these two methods imported directly to this particular program. Instead of calling through the module name, I can directly call them through the seal, hey floor. Okay, instead of calling them using the module name, directly I can call them using the those names. Okay, this is the one way. Okay, so there is one more way. So that is not best choice from math import star. So mostly it is not best practice to use the star here. Star is nothing but the hey math module, hey Python import all the methods from the star, from the math. Okay, hey Python import all the methods or classes constructed inside the function called math. So now what will be happening is I can directly use the method. So for example, if I want to get the sin 90, connecting method, if I want to get the factorial of factorial of 5, directly I can use all those methods. Okay, automatically what are the methods available? All the methods will be directly imported. Instead of calling through the math, I can directly call them the sine of 60 or factorial. Okay, if I imported this particular thing, if I imported only import math, means I have to use the math dot sine, math dot factorial, math dot floor, math dot c. But why it is not best practice is if I want to use the two different modules. For example, let me import a math, import random. From math import star, from random import star. So now what happened? I have imported all the things, all the programmatical things available inside the math module as well as the random module. Okay, what will be happening? All the things has been imported. Now, if I use this thing, means if a particular same method has been constructed inside the both the packages. Okay, for example, for now there are no common methods or common things constructed inside the math module versus and the random module. But if there is a method which is constructed in both the modules, if I call that particular method, means I will be getting an error because I don't know from which module I'm calling that particular method. For example, if there is a method called floor which is constructed inside the math, for example, I'm saying, okay, for example, floor also constructed inside the module called random. Okay, so now I have imported both the methods to this particular program. What happened? So if I'm calling the floor, hey floor, come and calculate the value of that number. Hey floor, calculate the floor value of a particular number. Now Python interpreter confuses. I want to import a floor which is from random or which is from math. In that cases, I will be getting a huge error. So that is why it is not best practice to import all the methods which are available inside the package or module. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? Everyone, what are the things I have discussed till now? How to, what are the predefined or built-in packages available? How to use those built-in packages, and how to know the description, or how to where to find out those description and all those things. How to import in different ways. Now, if it is clear, means we can go back. We can go back to the like user defined. We can create our own packages or modules. So someone asked about the difference between the CHWD and like I think no. Okay, CHWD and GetWD. I think so. So CHDIR. I'm getting the system. Find the specific new folder. So Manasa, you didn't created a folder called new folder previously. If you observe here, previously I have created os.mkdir of mkdir of new folder. Okay, Manasa, I have created a mkdir.new folder. So that is it. That folder has been created previously. That is why I didn't got an error called that particular folder is not found. It has been automatically converted. Okay, first you have to create a folder called new folder. Then only you can get into that particular folder. Get CWD and CHDIR. Get CWD and CHDIR. Okay, get CWD is nothing but the get the current working directory. Get the current working directory is nothing but the where in which location I am now. Okay, in which location I am available. For that purpose, I am using the get CWD. For CHDIR, which is nothing but the I am entering into the new folder. For example, previously I am at the desktop data science internship May 2021. Okay, now what happened after using the CHDIR? Automatically I have entered into the folder called new folder. Okay, I have entered into the folder called new folder because I have used the CHDIR. Okay, I hope it is clear. So simply, if I want to get back to the previous page, simply I can either use the dot slash. I think so. Okay, so previously I made the new folder. Now I have came back to the previous folder. Okay, now let's create our own modules or packages. Okay, first we can create a particular module. Okay, first we can create a particular module. So what I have said in Python, a module is nothing but a single Python file. Okay, simply create a text file here. Everyone create a text file. I have shown you how to create a text file on the previous day also. Simply on the right side top corner, we are having a method. We are having a drop down menu called new. Click on new and click on text file. Okay, and rename it as the what are the name you are interested. It is better to give a unique name. Okay, for example, I want to create a folder module.anil.py. Okay, so don't give the modules which are available. So if you create a module name.math.py, automatically the predefined package, predefined modules will be replaced with the what are the things you are constructing inside this. Okay, don't give the predefined or built-in package name. Simply give a unique name. Okay, so simply give the anil.py. Simply I have given as the anil.py. You can also give your own. I'm creating a module called anil.py. What I'm doing here, I'm constructing few different types of functions. Let me create a function here. Let us create a function called isEven. We have seen isUpper or isUpper or isUpper, isLower, isTitle. We have seen those different types of methods. Okay, for that purpose, what I'm doing is I'm creating my own function which is nothing but the isEven. Okay, if a number is even, it returns the true. If it is that particular number is odd, it returns the false. If num %2 equal to 0, we can say that particular thing as the return true or otherwise return false. Okay, I have created a function inside the module called anil.py. It is a module now. Okay, so what are the Python file, it is automatically called, we can call it as the, if you are interested to use those modules, use those functions in another programming, you can say that as the module. Okay, so here I'm creating a function called isEven. I can also create another functions like factorial. I can define factorial. I hope everyone know factorial is nothing but it generates the multiplication of all the numbers Okay, so for that purpose, I'm creating a variable called fact equal to 1, and I'm iterating over the num in range for I in range of 1 comma num plus 1. What is the logic here? Fact star equal to I. I hope you don't know the what is meant by factorial. If I want to calculate the 5 factorial, means 5 into 4 into 3 into 1, or 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. For that purpose, I'm iterating from 1 to the 5, and I'm simply calculating the multiplication. Simply written here fact. Okay, I'm also creating some attributes, which is nothing but pi 3.14. In the math model, I'm getting a huge complete value of pi. So I'm not interested to use that particular thing. Simply, I'm interested to generate a pi value. Okay, gravity or nothing. Okay, if you're doing some physics, so gravity 9.9. Okay, you can create any of the attributes, or not, you can create any of the attributes or other things. So simply, if you want to add some description, means you can add some description or nothing but the document. Okay, check. Okay, you can also add some examples. Generates factorial of a number. If you want to create the description of this particular module, means okay. So here I'm writing some description about me. So yes, if you're writing in triple quotation, then only it will be considered as the document string. Okay, so if you're writing in triple quotations, then only it will consider as the document string, okay, or doc string. Okay. So after writing these things, if you observe here, there is no tick mark available beside the file name. If I save, then only I will be getting the tick mark. Go to the file menu and save. Then only what are the data I have written here, all those data will be saved inside that particular file called anil.py. Okay, you can also create on our own. Simply let me copy paste for now. If you are anyone of you are typing the same thing, it saves some time. Okay, so now what I have to do, the this module has been located at the Python data science internship May 2021, and this particular file is also available at the same particular folder. So I can directly import. Okay, import. What is the module I have created? Anil. Python is a case-sensitive programming language. If you are creating a module or package using the uppercase characters, you have to call them only in the uppercase characters. If you're created in the lowercase characters, definitely you have to call them only in the lowercase characters. Okay, you can't call a particular modular package which is created in uppercase using lowercase characters, or lowercase characters using the uppercase characters. Okay, so if I want to use a particular function, what is the function I have created? Is even. What it takes a one single number, or otherwise if you want to know the what is the purpose of, maybe I will getting or not. Okay, so what is the thing? Document string, I have used the underscore doc automatically. What are the thing I have written inside at the top of the module? I will be getting, hey, welcome to my module called Anil. You can write anything. Okay, simply I have written as the welcome to my module Anil. Okay, so how many number of lines you are writing? Those many lines automatically I will be getting, because document string is a multi-line string. You can create multi-lines also. Okay, so you can write, add copyrights, you can add our website, you can add the documentation link, anything. Okay, so for example, if I want to use the any of the functions, so for now I created only the functions. Simply is even. So sorry, Anil dot is even. So if I want to know what are the functions or attribute created, simply dir of Anil. dir of Anil, automatically what are the functions I have created, everything I will be getting the output. Okay, these are the predefined classes. Automatically, whenever I use the import method, automatically these hidden things will be automatically created. If you observe here, Simply I have written the docstring at the top of the line. I have created only the top of the line at docstring. I didn't create any of the function. But if you observe here, whenever I have called the underscore doc or nothing but the dunder doc, automatically I have got the first line. These are the predefined things automatically created inside that particular package or module. So if it is saying module not found means you should be on the same directory. You should be in the same directory, then only you can import that particular thing. Okay, so if you observe here where my module is available, anil.py is available at anil.py is available at anil.py is available at desktop data science internship May 2021. I am also at the desktop data science internship May 2021. If both the things are at the same position, then only you can import. If both the things are different locations, you can't import. You can simply get back to the directory using this particular. Okay, I hope it should clear. What are the functions available inside my particular module? Factorial and is even. What are the methods? Gravity and pi. Okay. Yeah, again, if you want to know what is the purpose of a function called factorial, simply anil dot is even dot underscore doc. Okay, check whether a number is even or not. That particular function says. So what is the purpose of docstring is to? So if you are any of the other persons are using for knowing what is the purpose of that particular function, we can write. Okay, we can also write some description like it takes one input. Okay, it also you can also implement what are the like you can write on our own. Okay, simply what I can do. So if I pass a number, simply if I pass a number to that particular value, if I pass a number 5, if it is even, I will be getting the 2. If it is the false, I will be getting sorry. If it is the odd number, I will be getting the false. Similarly, if I want to use the factorial, I can get factorial of a particular number. Okay, factorial of 5. Simply, you can also use the what are the properties. So anil.py. Okay, what are the value I have stored inside the variable called pi? Automatically it returns 3.14. Okay, so after once if you have imported, okay, okay, after some time like in the parallel, if for example, if I'm using the if I'm creating EZOD. Okay, if I'm using the EZOD, okay, similar to this. Alternate, if that particular number is even, I will be getting the false. If that particular number is even, I should pass the. Okay, so I have updated and I am saving. You should remember whenever you are updating, you should save compulsory. Okay, I have saved and I have updated new particular method or function inside the function inside that. Now, if I'm importing and if I'm saying what are the different types of things available inside the anil module, okay, I will not be getting a method called EZOD inside the Jupyter notebook. Okay, this is only for the Jupyter notebook itself. If you are using PyCharm or VS Code, maybe you will be getting directly the method which is you have created or function you have created is odd. Okay, so EZOD automatically I didn't got actually the thing is available EZOD, but I didn't got the thing called EZOD. So why I didn't got is the so whenever I imported previously I imported anil. So what are the thing available? It will be automatically stored in the cache memory. Okay, instead of directly going to the module, so it has been already available. It's stored in the temporary memory. It will simply return the elements inside the temporary memory. Okay, for that purpose, if you want to get the updated methods, means simply you have to restart our kernel. Okay, if you restart our kernel, then only you will be getting the updated methods or packages. Okay, simply what you have to do is in the top side there is something called restart option. Okay, restart options. Click on this restart and click on restart. Okay, now your kernel will be restarted. So if you observe here, kernel restarted with some ID, automatically the kernel will be restarted. Now you can execute. If I execute it means automatically the method which I have created after that I'll be getting is odd. So if you are getting any of the other errors like attribute error or type error, all those things means you are calling this, you are giving spelling wrong spellings. Like I will show you how when I will be getting an attribute error. Now if you observe here, I have got the is odd. For example, if you observe here is odd. Now if I am trying to call a particular method called is odd only, but I have written in the lowercase characters, but actually the function name is in the uppercase character, but I have written the lowercase character. Then I will be getting a function output called attribute error. If you are getting attribute error means somewhere you have given the wrong spelling. You should remember. You are getting an attribute error means then you should remember that you have given the wrong spelling while calling that particular function. If you are getting module not found error, for example, Anil Kumar. But if you are getting module not found error means you should remember that particular module is not either it is not as the user defined or third party package or built-in module. Okay, that particular module name or package name is not available anywhere at the Python interpreter. Okay, module not found error. In that case, either it is the user defined, you should create another one. If it is the predefined, if you want to use the third party package, if you want to use any of the third party package means yes, is odd is a function. But if you observe here, is odd is O is a capital letter. I have called it as the small letter. Okay, is a function. Okay, so I'm repeating once again. Don't be confused if I'm saying as a method or sometimes if I'm calling it as a function means don't confuse it. For now, if I call it as a method or if I call it as a function, both are same. For now, remember it as the function. So as I said previously, if you are updated recently, okay, if you updated recently that particular method as the is odd, then you should definitely restart the kernel. Then only you can use the methods, then only you can use the functions which are recently updated. Restart the kernel and then you can then import once again. Okay, so if you observe previously my cell number is the 110. I have restarted. Previously it is 110. I have restarted now. It returns to the 1. Okay, I hope now you should not get the name called attribute error. Okay, now if I use the anil.is odd of 5, automatically I will get a particular number is even odd. Okay, Manasa, like I will get back in the last half an hour. If the methods are available here, automatically everything will be displayed for you. Once check the module and module name. If those are available here, simply if you execute that import module name and dir of module name, you will be getting these methods. Definitely will get. Okay, if you are not getting this, if you didn't save, so that you are not getting. If you restarted, then also you are getting attribute error means you didn't save after updating the changes inside the file. Okay, you should get tick mark, then only this particular thing is available. Okay, is it clear to everyone? So simply also I can directly import a particular module also from Anil import I. Okay, import by, then directly I can use the calculations. So everyone know that area of the circle pi r square, pi into r square, which is nothing but the 5 star star. Okay, I can get the area of the circle, which is nothing but the 78.5, which is having the radius of 5. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Modules, creating a modules. If it is clear means we can go with the package, creating a package. Yes or no? If you are getting an error means we can check in the last half an hour. No worries. For now, you should, if you understand how to use them, means let me know in the chat box. I have got only 2 responses among 115 plus students. Is it clear to everyone remaining? Okay, good. Okay, now we can see how to create a package. What is the package? What is meant by package? I have told you previously. package is nothing but a group of modules which are located inside a particular folder. Okay, which are located inside a particular folder. Previously I have created, let me create a new folder again. So for creating a package, now we can see creating a package, simply create a folder. Okay, create a folder, similar, in the left right side top corner, click on new drop down menu, click on folder. Automatically one untitled folder will be created. One untitled folder will be created here. Okay, one untitled folder will be created. Check mark this check mark this particular box and click on rename. If you rename this, you can give. So let me create as the pack. You can give any of the name. Simply now I am giving it as the package. Okay, I have created a folder called package. So once again I'm repeating, left side top corner, click on new and click on folder. Automatically one folder will be created with the name called untitled. Now click on that particular folder which you are interested to rename and rename that particular using the top side. We are having one automatically one option will be highlighted as the rename. Click on the rename and change the particular folder name. Okay, for now I'm creating a package called package with the name called package itself. Now inside that package, what are the things should be available? Here I need to create a modules. Let me create a Python text file. Again, let me create a text file or nothing but the modules. Okay, now I'm creating a few different modules. Let me save it as the module 1. Okay, I have created a name as the module 1 and I am saving. Okay, I have created a module called let me drive it as the hello, welcome to my module inside the called Anil. Inside the package, from package. Okay, so let me create this as the first module and I'm saving. So you should remember to save. Don't forget to save. Okay, if tick mark is available, then only this data will be stored inside the file. Now let us create one more module. Module 2. Simply you can I am saving the same functions. You can create different types of functions. Okay, for now I'm creating only the same. I'm storing the same type of data. Okay, so don't forget to save. Okay, package which is nothing but a group of modules. So for that purpose, I am created a particular folder. Okay, so now let us import the package. Package. Import package. So now let us see what are the different types of modules available inside the package. Okay, what are the things available? So these are the things available. Underscore doc. These are the predefined classes automatically created. Okay. Okay, so now if you want to use any of the methods which are constructed inside the modules, okay, if there is a package called package, so if you want to construct anything, PAGE package dot, what is the module we are having? Module 1 dot, inside the module 1, what is the function is created? Easy way. Wait a second, somewhere. If you want to use any of the modules, we simply have to call the particular package. Import package dot module one. Okay. So if I want to use any of the methods available inside the module means, then I have to use the from import package dot module one, or nothing but the from package import module one as m. Okay, so you can use either this format or you can use this format, this particular format. Okay, so if I want to use the m dot is even of 5, automatically I will be getting the output as the false because it is the odd number. Similarly, if I want to use the is odd of 5, automatically it gives the true because it is the true. Similarly, if I want to use the multiply, similarly if I want to call the module 2, I can also call in the similar way. So because I'm having the same different functions which are constructed inside the module 1 and module 2, so that is why I'm using the same things. Okay, so if you're using any of the module means, definitely you have to import those things. Okay, is it clear to everyone how to create the user defined packages and user defined modules, everyone? Okay, in this way, instead of creating a lines of like hundreds of lines of code into a particular file, what you can do is you can split that particular program or application to the group of modules or group of packages. We can also create the packages of packages. We can also create the group of modules inside a single package. Okay, is everyone got the output or anyone getting any errors? Everyone got the output or anyone getting the errors? Please let me know in the chat box. Okay. Remaining, everyone got the output if you are having laptop or desktop? Okay. Okay, let me give you a single task. Okay, and while discussing about the dictionaries, we have created. So here, what is happening is so there is something called scope, scope of the packages or modules. So what are the wherever this particular file is located in the same directory, you have to create that particular file. Okay, on the desktop on the data science internship training program, I'm having a file called day 14. Okay, you should remember. So day 14, wherever your Python file, your notebook is located in the same folder, you have to create the modules or packages. Okay, day 14 modules, packages and modules, wherever that particular file is available. Okay, this particular file is available. Where my file is available? This particular file is available at the desktop data science using internship Python program. In the same directory only you have to create a package or module. Then only you can import. Okay, if you are creating another particular directory means you can't import because Python interpreter can't access the files which are located on different locations. Okay, if you want to access different locations means first you have to change your directory to that particular location. Then only you can access those particular modules or packages. Okay, using chwd, you have to change your directory to the another location. Okay, chdar, and then only you can access the modules or packages which are available in different directories. Okay, the default or predefined packages or modules are located at the while installing the Anaconda, where the Anaconda software has been installed, all those built-in packages or third-party packages has been automatically installed. Okay, so let me give you a task. So the previous day I have given you one single while discussing this. So create a contact application. Okay, contact application. What you have to do is you have to create a module. So everyone, we have discussed about the functions concept, we have discussed about the dictionaries, we have discussed about the list, we have discussed about the loops, we have discussed about the modules and functions also, for that modules and packages also. So by using all those concepts which you have learned, you have to create a contact application, okay, stored in a file called contact.py. Okay, create a module called contact.py, and you have to create a different types of functions. What are the thing you have to create is the, you have to create the first function is the create contact. Okay, create contact for creating the, for creating the contact. Okay, contact of the user, I will be giving you clear idea. So it takes the three arguments: name, phone number, email ID. Only take three fields only. For now, take only three fields, which is nothing but the name, phone number, email ID. Okay, next thing is the delete contact. Okay, delete the contact given by the user. Okay, given by the user, so which is nothing but the delete. Okay, it takes one only, so which is nothing but the name. It takes one only, name. Next thing is the edit the contact. Modify the existing contact. Okay, for modifying the existing contact, it asks you to either modify the phone number or email or name. Okay, so based on that, you should modify the contact. The next thing is to get the contact. Get the contact, which is nothing but the show the details of the user, takes the name as the argument. I think these four things: edit, delete, create, get the contact. Okay, finally save the contacts into your file. Okay, so whenever I call the function called create contact, it takes three fields: name, email ID, as well as the mobile number. Automatically that thing should be saved into your file. Whenever I'm interested to delete a particular contact, you need to get the data from the file and you need to remove that particular contact, and again you have to save the data into the file. Next thing, edit the contact. You have to get the contact details from the file and you have to update the contact, and again you have to save the particular contact to the file. If you want to show the contact to the user, definitely you have to get the contact from the file and you have to store into the folder. What are the things we are discussing till now? What are the concepts? Most of the concepts, if you understand me, you can build this particular thing. Okay, so create a file using the either you can also create using the write mode or you can create using the OS module. Okay, create contact using the functions. You have to create different functions: create contact, delete contact, edit contact, get contact. Okay, these are the four different functions you have to create inside a module. So if I call that particular function from outside the any of the particular Python file, if I pass the names, means it should automatically save to a file called contacts.txt. Okay, if I open the contacts.txt, means whatever the contact details I have created, every detail should be automatically available inside that particular file. Is it clear to everyone? Everyone try to create a particular module called contact.py. So by using that module, these are the things I need to do. First thing is the creating contact, deleting a contact, editing a contact, get the contact. While doing these operations, every detail should be saved into your file. Is it clear to everyone? Is the question is clear to everyone? Okay, so you can try. If you are facing any problems at any point of time, you can ask on the Slack channel. Okay, you can ask back on the Slack channel if you are facing any issues. Okay, so like after a few days, I will update the contact.py. Okay, I will update the module after a few days. Okay, you can try in the between. Like today is the Tuesday. I will give you the answer on the solution on the Friday. Okay, you are having 2 days of time. You can try on our own. Okay, what are the concepts we have discussed? Everything you can use: dictionaries, lists, or tuples, or files. Okay, modules and packages. You can use predefined modules and packages which are created today. Okay, and all those things. Okay, so that's it for today. Like we have discussed about modules and packages. Okay, what are the predefined modules and packages available? We have seen how to create the user different packages and modules, how to use those different types of packages and modules. Okay, how to import, what are the different ways of import, and how to use them, and how to create the user different package and user different module. Okay, finally, I have given you single task. Okay, I hope everyone will try. So if you understand the concept, means so you by trying this particular task, you can know that how much you have learned till now. Okay, I will be also updating the few like different types of tasks inside the. I have added one hyperlink inside the GitHub repository called. I have added a particular repository name called practice problems. Okay, if you click on the practice problems repository, means you can get the details of that. Okay, I will be adding few different types of problems day to day. Okay, depending upon my availability, I will add the practice problems. If you click on this hyperlink, means you will get the one repository which is contains the different types of practice problems. Okay, so I hope that's it for today. If you are having any doubts or if you are getting any alerts, means you can stay back and ask. Otherwise, you can leave. Wait a second, Prabhukumar madam, is there any registration process today? Or others, the students can leave. Okay, if you are having any doubts or errors, you can stay back and ask. Otherwise, you can leave. Thank you for being with us in the day 14 session of data science using Python and Russian training program.